Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aiden, from Cartoon Apocalypse, and welcome back to Turner Tuesday. Now, this week we had a very good stream on the King, and we had a lot of discussions about the story, things like that. It was actually a really good stream, so I'd highly recommend that you go just watch the stream, because this will be a very condensed down version of that, because we did fill out a document sort of as we were going along, although most of it was discussion, and we filled the document out at the end. So if you want to get all of the discussion, again, highly recommend you go check out the stream. But we will be going over sort of the basic points of the King that we discussed during that stream. We will not be talking on the story, because technically a lot of the story was stuff that we had already planned out, and it was us like remembering that, so it is in previous videos and stuff like that, if you are interested. As far as what we're doing next week, we're going to be doing some sort of map thing. I have no idea what that's going to look like. It's going to be something with map and world building, so we're getting back into the world building track, because we had a little bit of a break, but now it is time to get back onto that track. So yes, more world building, fun, yay. There will probably not be any time codes, because it's just a very quick, I expect this video to be maybe 5 minutes long, probably not even that, because it's not going to take very long to go over the King, because again, most of the discussion in the stream was on the story and a lot of the King's ideals, which we ended up condensing down into a short little sentence. So yeah, let's just go ahead and hop right into this video. So here are a couple images of the King that we have right now, and here's La Lan, one of his closest elite knights or whisperers. So here's sort of the basic idea of what the King looks like, and here is another one. I love his design, very cool. So I just wanted to put this in here real quick. And then this is all stuff from the previous King stream, and you will see this in the recap of the original King stream, I guess. So yes, we've discussed all of that before. But now we're moving more onto his character. And so what is the King's personality? Headstrong beliefs that he refuses to change, hardworking and wants the best for Ilaria, stubborn, friendly and chill, but at first intimidating. He's genuinely sincere with his actions in the crowds of Ilaria, but is often defensive and insecure. With those he doesn't like and humans, he is all ruthless and brutal and shows no mercy. So basically, he has his ideals, and there's no way of changing those ideals. And so that's who he is. You can't change that. And he is willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that his ideals are still in place at the end of the day. And so if it comes down to it, he will put himself in a do or die situation or kill or be killed situation. What is the King's importance to the story? Pretty self-explanatory. He's the King, he's a main antagonist. Not entirely sure why this is actually a question. What are the interactions with the other characters / Luna and Nico like? They're very calm and serious. The King, with the Whisperers, the King's more like, he wants to be liked. So with the Whisperers, he's more like relaxed, and like the Whisperers feel comfortable like cracking jokes with him and stuff like that. And then the King would try to also crack jokes, like he's not very funny, and maybe Solstice was like, you should try livening up a little bit and being more funny and stuff like that. And then so every once in a while, since he's kind of insecure about it, he'll try making a joke to improve that side of him. But he just fails miserably every single time, and people are like, oh, that's kind of funny and sweet at the same time. So that's sort of how he's like with people that he's close to. And then with like characters like Luna and Nico, where he's going up against him, he's calm and serious. And then like once Luna and Nico show that they are not just there to knock on his door and say, hey, we want this, like they are actually going to break down that door, he gets angry and serious, like super serious, and he becomes very intimidating. What type of antagonist is he? He trusts his beliefs so much that while dying he would say something like, I would rather die than defy my beliefs. And I think this quote is very good at explaining who he is. He's not necessarily evil, but he has strong beliefs. That's a very important point here. He believes that what he thinks is right for Ilaria is what needs to be done. And at this point, it's not like that. And so that is why Luna and Nico have to come in there and say, nope, That's not, like, that's gonna end up getting everyone killed. Not good. Let's go ahead and put an end to that. So, that's that. What are his core beliefs? Some of his core beliefs include humans are bad because of his past experience when he was a child with his abusive father. There needs to be a king to guide everyone else. That's what he believes. He believes that there has to be a singular figure up at the top that is calling all of the shots and that the people can believe it. And that the king has to be loyal to the public as far as wanting to make their lives better. The previous king that he knew when he was younger, like still a kid, that king was not a very good king and he was very selfish, you know, like typical king like behavior. So he believes that a king has to serve the public as far as, you know, making their lives better and stuff like that. So he's a pretty good king, I would say. It's just his ideals and some of his core beliefs aren't good, and it's mostly this humans are bad kind of thing. Like he believes, he takes everything to the extreme. I think that's probably the best way to put it. And Ilaria is dying out slowly because of all the magic use, and so the only way to fix that is by, you know, sort of merging with Earth, and that's not going to happen since he hates humans, and so they kind of have to get rid of him because otherwise the Ilaria is just going to die. So, does he wear a mask in public? He does not really have a facade that he tries to keep up. I mean, like, maybe he would try to look even more nice than he normally is in public, but for the most part he stays the same, whether he's in public or in private. Why does he push Earth away, and why is he so wrong about that? In his past he had bad experiences with humans, so he just assumes that all humans are this way. He needs to get over his past and accept that the only way for Ilaria and Earth to survive is if they come together. So sort of what we just explained. How does he choose Whisperers? There are two ways that he chooses Whisperers. He can scout them, so he would just go out and see like, hey, this is a pretty good candidate. Or two, he holds a tournament specifically for the Whisperer spot, but it wouldn't really be for the Whisperer spot, it would be for the Elite Knight, and then they would become a Whisperer because they're a part of the Elite Knight. After that, they duel another current Knight / Whisperer, to test their strength, make sure that, you know, they're up to the task, and then the knight tests their or the king tests their loyalty to him, and so if they're not loyal, he's gonna kill them. Probably. Does he care about anyone? He cares about most people. Like he wants everyone on Ilaria to have a good life, but when it comes down to it, he will always put himself and his beliefs first. So that is the number one thing to keep in mind there. So that was the main gist of what we talked about, but there was, again, also a lot of story and stuff like that. So if you want to go check that out, highly recommended you go check out the stream. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, you can leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.